Welcome back. Tim Tibbs is with me from KTLO. He, this past Saturday, took a trek over to Fayetteville, Arkansas for the Eureka Springs, the 8th annual Chocolate Lovers Festival. How did that go?
It was huge this year, absolutely huge. Last year with the ice, it was still a large event, but a lot of people didn't come. This year, from 9 a.m. till 2, it closes at 3. It was wall-to-wall people, and it was different people coming through all day long.
Yeah. Now, where was it held? Because
it's held at the Inn of the Ozarks, Best Western. It's the second one you come up to on 62.
Oh, okay.
And they have a convention center down at the bottom.
It's pretty close to like where you go into the Passion Play up in there, right?
Yeah, it's before you go down into Old Town. You just go right by that on 23 breaks off, and it's just right there. You cannot miss it.
Wow.
And it's a really nice event. You go all the way down to the convention center, and it used to be in the downstairs portion only, but it was so big this year that they had it upstairs too. It was incredible fun.
Now, you were there asked to come because you've been a judge in the past, right?
Last year, yeah.
Okay.
I've been attending the event since 07. It started in 05, and it was a benefit for a school, the Spring School over there, and another nonprofit. And then in 08, the Carroll County Board of Realtors took it over. And it's always been to benefit the different charities, and I think there were 4 different ones, including the FFA also was a beneficiary this year of it.
So people that you said they paid what, $10?
$10.
And then they got in. What happened once we got in?
You get a box. It's a nice sized box. And you go through, there's somebody before you go through the door with a tray. Here, would you like some chocolate? Take it. Start eating it. They encourage you to start eating right away. You go in, you turn the corner, and you can smell chocolate everywhere. There were originally this year 34 different vendors going to be in there, different businesses. And that was on Thursday before the event when I talked to Pam Hinson in charge of it. Just checking in. And when I got there, we had 39. It was incredible. So all these people have chocolate. And the FFA and the different beneficiaries will bring 1,500 pieces of chocolate each. And they pass that out. There's 5 chocolate fountains, a red one, a blue one, dark chocolate. Oh, you hate that already. Then they have strawberries and cherries and Rice Krispie treats, cookies, everything you think of on a stick that you get. Pretzels is a stick you dip in there, and then you end up chocolate covered.
Did you immediately go for the chocolate? But as a judge, you have to think differently, right?
Right. We start judging when it opens at 9, looking at all the entries, smelling them. And then we go into a room and they start bringing it to us. It's blind. You don't know who's who.
Oh, really?
Okay.
There's candy, best looking, best tasting, junior divisions, and those have been really creative too. Some of the best chocolate I've ever had and some of the worst chocolate I've ever had. I don't care who you are, you're not going to win with chocolate-covered bacon.
Bacon.
Oh,
bacon.
Chocolate-covered bacon.
Yes.
Now, let me ask you, now, Sandy and I have done some judging before. We had a Dutch oven cook-off. And when I did the judging, I found out that some of my tastes were different than some of the other judges. Is that true in every event? Was it for you?
Yes, it is. The candies I kind of steered away from a little bit. Been on a diet since 3rd grade. And I tried just a little bit of that, whereas one of your coworkers, I guess, really loved them. And then the cakes and stuff, somebody would eat them all, where I tried to have just a little bit of everything, be equal with it.
Yeah, so you didn't have just a category. You judged everything.
Everything came through. And they give you some crackers and some water, some
clear
ham
the
and stuff.
palate.
Clear the palate. And just remember, be careful.
Yeah, it's quite a sugar high, I imagine, when it's all over with.
First year, last year when I went. Funny story. We get done judging about noon, hand out the stuff, and then we're free for a while. And I go back to the hotel room. My wife beat me there, and I walk in the door, and I go, well, honey, I think I really need to go get something to eat downtown. I know we had some ice down there, but I think I really need something solid to go eat because I really had a lot of chocolate. I think we really need to go get something. You want to walk? I think we can walk. You want to walk down there? We can drive if you want to drive, but I really think I got to go get something. Headache. And then I went to sleep. So a little too much chocolate.
And I was like, oh, no.
So it was, this year I metered it really well so I could go in and enjoy the chocolate festival too.
Yeah.
Did you find out any results of what they raised, or?
I didn't hear the final
finals?
tally, but
But it was crowded.
incredible crowd,
Okay.
the biggest ever.
Now we had them. We had a couple representatives from that event, and they brought some chocolate for us to sample 2 weeks ago, and they were a little worried that there wasn't going to be a lot of people, because I think last year kind of scared them off a little bit. But and I think one year they didn't have it at all, because I think the realtors had it and then they didn't. So they were a little nervous about the turnout, but I'm sure they were pretty happy with it now.
It was really good, really great turnout.
What was the big winner recipe? Do you remember?
You
didn't like chocolate covered bacon. What did you like?
No, I didn't like that. Also did not like the habanero fudge. I would have to pass on that as pleasure. But the winning entry, and I don't remember who they were, won last year. It's an individual, actually, not a business. They made, you could tell the homemade cake versus the box cake, you know, and the frostings. They made everything that went in. And the detail on the sculpture that they did. Last year they did a tree stump with owls.
Yeah.
The owls were on this one, too. It was a bigger tree, turtles, different trees and things, and the owls on the side. I like the way they decorated.
But it was a chocolate cake, a well-decorated chocolate cake.
Use of chocolate's very big. You need to use your chocolate. That's a big thing I judge on. I am a harsh judge. I am.
Well, you have to. I mean, that's the whole point. But I know one thing, like Dan mentioned, it's much more difficult. You think, oh, shoot, I can pick out the best tasting, or I can pick out, oh, boy.
Oh, no.
No, it's a very, very difficult thing.
It is. And with the number system, you know, it comes out pretty fair.
Yeah.
Well, Tim, we thank you for coming by and telling us all about your experiences with all that chocolate. And I know Judy, my office manager, was there with you, and she didn't tell us a thing about it this week. And I'd forgot that it was happening.
Judy.
I think she kept it all to herself.
Yeah, she may have.
Yeah, she probably brought chocolate home and didn't want to share it with you, Daniel.
That's probably it. Thanks, Tim.
Thank you
so much for being here. And now you know what Tim Tibbs looks like.
Sorry.
There he is.
We all know Tim's voice and have for years and years.
All right. Thank you very much. Bonnie Smith is up next, and she's going to be talking about the Horsetails Literacy Project. Stick around. Stay with us. We'll be right back.